Welcome, Internet, to the Play Some Video Games podcast. It's your boy, Dat Ninja Dev, joined, as always, by Donnie Eat, the Hype Reese, Delvin Nut Buttercox, and we are joined by the Platinum Princess herself, Hayley Nicole Miller. How are we doing this evening, ladies and gents? Yeah, that's about right. Delvin has hopped up on Nespresso, so he's just...
I'm drinking Nespresso looking like Bruce Wayne at the end of The Dark Knight Rises. Staring at Alfred.
What?
You don't remember The Dark Knight Rises? Terrible. Terrible goddamn.
I've seen it. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, though.
Oh, he's talking about the end of the movie when Bruce is in Paris sitting at a table and Alfred's like across the cafe, and they make the silent like nod of "You're alive" to each other.
Yeah, they make the silent like look at each other like they're in love.
It's like, just a nod.
I like it.
Yeah,
keep it going.
Yeah. So Delvin's doing his best Dark Knight impression with his AEW and Nespresso.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a long night, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't forget the nut butter.
Down.
The nut butter.
let's break down with the spirit tonight.
Hey, can you like actually call it a nutter butter and not just say nut butter?
Absolutely not, Haley. No. Why would we do that shit?
We've already established it's nut butter. Nothing but nut butter.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I go.
As Donnie shakes his head disapprovingly.
AEW on the background.
That's okay. I gotta ask, what the fuck is a Yonkers?
That's
Yonkers?
What? Podcast.
Yonkers?
Yeah.
Nut butter.
I like it. Yonkers
nut
butter.
Yonkers is a place, right?
Yeah,
it's in New York.
Correct.
Oh, I asked because I counted a Dollar Tree today for work, and I had to count 460 Yonkers chocolate bars, whatever the fuck that is.
Oh, they from New York. Do they sing like DMX songs and stuff? Are they part of the Rough Riders? The Rough Riders, what? That's where they all are from.
My dog's gone. Your dog's go.
No.
And then we go open up shop. First they had them like, now they like.
I can't sing any DMX songs.
I don't know nobody in Yonkers.
Somebody complained about me at work today, but my boss was like, "Look, I'm just talking to you because I have to. I totally agree with you."
Oh, was it?
Fuck.
Was it an okay complaint, or was it one of those complaints that, like, you should get punched in the face?
Oh, it was one of those complaints where, like, there's a
You're doing a lot of punching people in the face. This seems to be a common answer to all of your problems. Is punch people. When's the last time you actually punched somebody in the face? Like 1968?
Nah, it wasn't that long ago.
To be fair,
a couple years
I did
ago?
actually want to punch this guy in the face. Anyways, we have a legal law here that, like, you can't smoke more than, like, if you're anywhere, like, between 6 feet from a door. Dude was standing, like, less than 2 feet from it and smoking. Look, you can stand in the parking lot, you can't stand on front of the door. Ow.
So you went, like, full Karen on somebody and they complained on you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Be cool, Haley. Be cool. Okay.
I wasn't even, like, doing
it's not
it
your
to
job.
be, like,
it's not your job. Your job is to count Yonkers bars, not police the door.
Yeah, not police the door. Not the door police.
Anyways,
count
we were on
Yonkers
break.
bar.
We
Not
were
the
on
door
about
beyond.
standing in front of the doorway.
We were on break.
It's not even your Dollar
and
General.
No, it was a Dollar
You
Tree.
complain about people on break? That's what you're doing on break?
No. They were our employees. We get fined for it. Like, so I was telling our employee not to smoke
Are you
in
their
front of the
supervisor?
door.
Well, to be clear, they're not
You're not my
your
supervisor.
employees.
Yeah.
They're the company's employees.
A colleague.
Let them get fired.
And anyways, I was trying to save them a $750 fine. And my boss was like, look, you did the right thing.
That's more hours
like,
for you. What are you worried about?
Yeah. Sometimes they got to fuck around and find out.
That's okay. My boss was
I agree with you, Haley. I would have done the same thing because
you're a goddamn narc.
I'm mid-level management. That's basically what it boils down to. I am mid-level management.
There's so many TikToks of somebody's like, my friends when I became manager, and it's all yelling at them, and he's like, "Yeah, I can't be doing that." And it reminds me of Dev every time. Like the moment we talk about when they like, I never stop thinking about Dev.
It's not even that like I want to be a narc. It's like straight up there are elderly people coming in and out of the door and you're blowing
fuck the old people.
Well, see, I don't care about the old people. That's
not. She's making up hypotheticals. You could kill the old people that could walk through here at this moment.
What? No, I literally watched old people walk through the door, and a store
those old people
also
would be like, mind your business.
The old people are the ones that are smoking. Like,
look at Hayley. I lost my old person, so I don't care about old people.
Hey, facts.
Mine's facts. Gone.
Facts. Same. God, Jesus. I'm with Delvin on that one. Facts.
God bless for the rest of them.
Mm-hmm. Look, let them all go. Problem. Maybe we might actually get Social Security. Who knows?
Yeah.
If we take down enough of them, there'll be enough left over.
I'm saying.
Is it normal for Dollar Trees to not have air conditioning? Because God, yes. That sucked.
Yes.
Yeah. Hayley, it's normal for Dollar Trees not to have employees.
Right.
Like the store just be open, and nobody
still
be
a
there.
Dollar Tree, right? The fact that there's still in existence,
looted constantly, is amazing. Like the fact that anybody actually pays for anything in that godforsaken store, literally walking in and just stealing shit would be doing them a favor.
Yeah,
so they could get stuff out of the back room onto shelves.
I fucking walked in and I was doing tops today. I counted boxes of product 2020. Fucking, what are we doing?
That's Dollar Tree.
That sounds about right. I mean, half the stuff is expired in there anyway.
It's a predatory, terrible business.
Yes.
That maximizes the extreme of profit margins and does nothing.
Dollar Tree is so bad down here. They're like, hey, we can't charge $1 anymore. It has to be $1.25.
Nothing else $1. It's not even Dollar Tree no more. Everything is $1.25 or more.
It should be $1.25 Tree.
Oh, also, in the States, products go up to $7. We only go up to $5 here, but yes. Yep.
Nothing goes over $1.25 out here. Everything is $1.25.
Oh, so. Dollar Tree? Oh, it'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that news report.
Dollar Tree that costs more than $1.25.
Who the fuck is going to spend more than $1.25 at Dollar Tree?
Look, my wife loves the Dollar Tree for all her little knickknacks and like crafts
coffee
and
mugs and I love Dollar Tree.
Yeah,
air fresheners, cleaning supplies.
Cleaning supplies, yeah.
Also,
I load up on candy from there too.
Dollar Trees have like coolers and
I load
stuff,
up
right? Like actual
my
food
movie
there.
snack shelf.
Yeah,
the thing with Dollar Tree is I'll go fill up a whole cart. It should be like $23. I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't. The math doesn't matter. Even they raise the price. I'm like, did it get cheaper? Like, how did I walk out of 70 items and it cost me $30?
Yeah,
it's like
at a regular store that's like $270 minimum.
Correct.
Well, it's because the people they have working there probably didn't scan everything right because they look like they're just barely holding on to life.
They are barely holding on. Have you seen like the Colbert thing on the dollar store and the Dollar Tree? And how they find places to put it and how they cheat like the real estate and who they target and the demographics, how little they pay and why they pay so little and why they employ so little and so few. I mean, you watch something like that and you're like, this shouldn't be allowed. Like, we shouldn't allow this. We should have some sort of, I'm not saying the government should run everything. Definitely not. I don't think that way. But like, at some point we have to ask ourselves, like, should we at least make the corporations treat us like decent humans? Like there's people that are like working 12-hour shifts by themselves. Like the whole store. Mm-hmm. They're by themselves. There's like 2 tractor trailers of stuff in the back. It's piled to the roof. Oh. Like they can't get anything out. They can't do anything because they're just checking. They're just cashier.
Yeah.
They don't get breaks. Or if they do go on breaks, they like close the store and they just like leave. Like it's wild.
Basically, I counted like 4,400 items an hour.
It's pretty good. Not too bad.
Half of them were Yonkers bars.
Do you count like by hand, or do you have a scanner?
No, we have a machine that does it. So it's basically like a glorified calculator. Like we scan the barcode, and
so you didn't even count.
Well, yes. I have to do more than like just scan the barcode. I have to actually.
I didn't mean it. I'm just saying that like no. I know. Going like 1,112, 1,000.
Yeah, no.
That would be
horrible.
That would be impressive.
There are sections in the store that we do have to do that. Like for example, the first tag I did this morning is books. Books are AQ1, 1,700 items. I had to individually scan each one.
Yeah, you need like a clicker. You can click it like as you touch.
Yep. That took me 2 hours.
I remember doing that for Best Buy when we had to do our physical inventory once a year. There are certain items that you couldn't just quick count. You had to individually scan every single
For us,
item.
that's called AQ1, which is auto quantity of 1. So, but yeah. And then my boss was like, hey, do you want to do tops? Because you just scan the barcode on the box and it does all the work for you. And it'll get your UPH
Delvin every time you do it.
Mm-hmm. He's 7, ladies and gentlemen. Delvin is 7 years old, even though he's like 70.
What did I do?
Nothing. Don't worry about
just
it.
Just the word tops. That's enough.
No, it's not just the word tops.
I don't think it's the word tops. I don't think it's the word tops.
I know, but it's just the word tops. That's really what it is.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back to a Twitter conversation we had.
Doesn't take much.
No,
oh.
All right, enough about counting things and Yonkers and whatever else we were talking about. Hayley, what the hell have you been playing? What have you been up to?
Just Elden Ring. That's all I've been playing is Elden Ring.
You're doing what Delvin couldn't. Good job.
Good job.
I mean, I'm level 145, so yeah, probably.
Hayley's my proxy.
144 more than Delvin.
Yeah. Godspeed.
I've defeated like 3 of the 5 like main bosses. So I'm just kind of like exploring, getting weapons ready. I killed 2 main bosses we need to kill to be able to do the DLC. I have access to the DLC. One of the weapons thing isn't fully leveled yet, so I.
You were like cutting in and out, in and out.
We need you to talk into the microphone.
Yeah,
you speak into the mic, please. Speak directly into the mic.
Talk like Congress is like investigating you. I get right to the mic.
Okay. I'm as close to my mic as I can be.
Now you sound good.
I don't even see the microphone. How could you be as close to it as you could be? I don't even see it.
Because I don't have a mic arm.
What you mean you have a mic arm?
You got a neck arm. You got a head. You could just like lean into it.
Sure. I have a mic stand that came with the microphone, but I don't have what you have or what Dev has.
It's like on that fan of hers over there.
Uh-huh. Anyways,
I still know what you did out last summer shit out there.
Anyways, yes, I have most of my stuff upgraded. Like I got Spirit Summoned to +10 today, which is basically me, but
just the funniest thing D-Life ever said in his life.
Yes, it is fun. D-Life
6.5 magnitude earthquake down there in Florida. I see.
Yeah. My raggedy death.
Anyways, yes, Elden Ring is very fun, and that's basically all I've been playing.
That's good. Hayley realized she's like, I should just get out of this. Nobody can.
This is going nowhere.
Nobody gives a fuck.
We are not.
I mean, I knew that anyways.
Yeah.
I knew that anyways.
Talking about Arrow at this point.
I mean,
whoa!
I would probably pay more attention
we don't
to that.
Do that here. Stop it.
Don't get her started.
I know we don't do that here, but yes, I am in the middle of a rewatch, so I could actually do that.
Like, the fuck we don't.
I was joking. I do want to ask all 3 of y'all a question, particularly Donnie.
Oh God!
Are you planning on watching the Deadpool Wolverine movie?
Why would you particularly ask me that? No,
because I know you don't like Marvel movies.
No,
but that one seemed like it might be.
Still no.
Why would you ask Donnie that question?
I don't want
because that one, out of all the ones, seemed like he might enjoy that one.
God
no. The Deadpool movies are pretty enjoyable.
He definitely ain't gonna go see it, not in theaters.
I may watch it if it's on Netflix one day.
Yeah, I didn't say he can watch it. Let me just say
I've seen the Deadpool movies. They're not my favorite Marvel movies at all.
But this one,
I'd much rather watch any of the Guardians movies. I like the Spider-Verse movie, and I'm an Iron Man fan.
Anyways, I'm thinking about going to see it tomorrow after work, though.
But yeah, I don't. Deadpool's he's cool. I like Ryan Reynolds. I just think
this one's different. That's why I was
the shtick gets a little old, I guess. To me, so like it wears out its welcome. Like I was fine with like just the one movie. I don't think we need like multiple sequels.
Well, you already know the whole catch of this one. It's Deadpool and Wolverine, so it's a little different.
Well, Yeah,
it's still Deadpool.
Yeah, it's still
still Deadpool.
And good for Hugh Jackman.
Yeah,
they have to find another Wolverine one day.
Nah,
just have AI do that shit or something.
No, just let him keep wheeling his old ass out there.
Just let Danny DeVito do it.
We still haven't found a new John Wick. Yeah, I'm not right.
Do we need a new one?
Nah,
like he's so very capable of being.
John Wick. We need a new one the same way we need a new Wolverine.
Yeah,
we don't.
We don't. Just let him keep doing it.
Except I don't like his. But Keanu wasn't like, I'm done, I'm retiring. Like he's like doing it again, right?
Well,
I mean,
they've already basically announced they're making a new one. So yeah.
And Hugh Jackman was like, I'm just not doing it with these guys over here.
Because they suck.
These guys call me, I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
like,
cool.
These
I'm
guys
interested
suck.
in whenever X-Men joins the party. But I'd like to see like an actual X-Men.
Well,
we're close to it. That's the whole point.
You might want to watch.
That's why I was mentioning it.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I might go see it on Tuesday when it's $6 because I'm not paying bajillion-dollar movie prices.
It's basically been confirmed that the next Avengers movie is probably going to be Avengers.
She's got that fan, but she's like, I might go to the movies tomorrow. That extra.
Goddamn right. You don't want to get the Wolverine bucket with the mouth?
I can't buy that here. We never get those.
Y'all don't shit. Like
I don't spend any additional money.
Why did I ask you for the
It's
fucking Batman helmet? And we couldn't find it because we never get them.
I'll send you the Deadpool mouth one then. The mouth bucket, the popcorn.
You want to buy one of those controllers?
Nah,
you can't. They're contest only.
You're all talking about how they're X-Men. You need a bucket and shit. You don't want a controller?
No, not a bucket.
I would love a controller.
You can't buy the controller.
Buy it. It's contest only.
I bet if it was for sale, he'd buy one.
You know damn well he would. Don't play.
I don't like the controller.
See you out here buying Nespressos and nonsense. You would definitely buy a controller that has an ass just for the fact that it's a controller with an ass.
Yeah.
Well, an Nespresso was a Prime Day deal, sir. Great deal.
Does that make any difference, sir?
That doesn't change anything.
It makes a big
he got
difference.
it for $2 less than what it normally would have been.
Goddamn right. That was a great $2 discount.
Probably got it for $2 more than you would.
Right. That's the real thing. It probably went up.
Yeah. Probably went up. I just didn't know it.
So you're gonna spend $20 for this Deadpool bucket and then an additional $100 to send it to Hayley.
Pretty much, yeah. That's how that works. That's how that works.
Delvin, what have you been playing?
I haven't been playing shit. I've been buying a lot of shit. I've been buying games.
You just love
playing games.
Paper.
Yeah,
you're playing the game of collect them all.
Yeah, I've been buying a whole bunch of shit because I done hooked up my Steam Deck in the room now, so I'm like, it's time to play. I did play.
You didn't play anything.
Hooked it up in the room. It's
that doesn't
portable.
make any sense. You're like, I'm buying a lot of stuff. I got hooked up in the room.
Yeah,
time to play something. You just said you didn't play anything.
I did play something. I just remembered. I played the Wolverine game for PS3 on my Steam Deck, and it ran great.
On your dock, on the television.
Goddamn right.
Oh my God!
Why are y'all surprised by this?
We're not.
It's not y'all first episode.
This is not a surprise at all.
This is not a surprise. It's the funniest fucking thing.
Could I have just hooked up a PS3 and played it? Probably.
Yeah.
Did I want to do that? Absolutely not.
Would it have been easier than emulating on your fucking Steam Deck? Yes.
No.
It's the fact that you had to hook it up when it's a Steam Deck. You could have just picked it.
Didn't want to do that. Then I get like a crick in my neck and stuff, and then last week
you do like
fell out my chair.
Controller to your Steam Deck?
You fell out your chair.
Oh, I didn't tell that story, did I?
No.
I forgot what it was. I was getting ready to record one day, and there was like a rug on the floor behind me, right? So when I sat in the chair, I had a Mr. Pibb in my hand, and the rug pushed the chair back, and I fell on the floor. Soda everywhere. My daughter walks in, like, "Are you okay?" And I was just laying there doing the Peter Griffin for like 20 minutes. Like,
wow. Which Peter Griffin? The fall down the stairs, or the "ooh, my knee hurts" on the sidewalk?
The knee.
We're going to get you one of those like life alerts.
Right. Because I almost didn't get up. My arm still hurts.
And not Mr. Pibb. Mr. Pibb, really?
fucking.
I don't know why I was drinking Mr. Pibb. That's probably why I failed.
Mr. Pibb, yeah, because I don't.
What are we fucking doing?
That's probably why I failed. That was the Lord teaching me a lesson.
It's the Lord trying to be like, look, you need better soda choices in your life, sir. We're going to go ahead and spill this everywhere because you can do better. Mr. Nespresso. You can do better than Mr. Pibb.
Yeah,
I don't know why I was drinking Mr. Pibb.
If you have an Nespresso, you can definitely do better than fucking Mr. Pibb.
That's all they had at the Dollar Tree that day.
Probably. Did I get that from Dollar Tree?
I thought they discontinued Mr. Pibb. Like I haven't seen.
That's why it would end up at Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I know.
So I probably did get that from Dollar Tree.
That's how he ended up with one. He was like, "This is fine."
Yeah. Good enough. I don't know where I got it from. I think I might have got it from the Dollar Tree.
It's just
does it matter where you got it from?
No, it's grandma's. It's been there the whole time.
Probably came with the house.
Oh,
he's like a dog at Mr.
He's like 2011.
Crazy.
Oh man!
All right, so you ain't doing shit. Basically, is what you're telling me.
Well,
you gotta do something. You gotta fill in on Shaq, man. You got a time to fill. These people just murdered me on Shaq, by the way. You should listen to it. It's probably funny.
Goddamn right.
I got people messaging me like
every bit of it,
tearing you apart. It's like,
damn,
it's a great episode.
Yeah.
How we really
come for the crown when you're not around. You know what I'm saying?
They were asking for us to tear you apart.
Like, I mean, yeah. To be fair, there was one of the questions was literally, "What's the worst Donnie takes?"
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
We get a question. What are the best Delvin takes?
Yeah, they come out the audacity to come after my takes of all.
I know, right?
He's talking about Beetle racing and Hamtaro and shit. He's been talking about Telltale since 2013, and they're like, it's done.
How dare you slander Beetle racing?
They're like, like when he really, and they're like, when he has a bad take, he comes up with reasons why too. I hate that shit.
Yeah. And the funny thing about it is, I defended Donnie's video game takes. I said all his game takes are pretty good. I said I agree with all his video game takes. I said his AEW takes are shit. That's what I said.
Meanwhile, Jeff Jarrett's on the screen behind him. Talk about shit wrestling.
God damn it. No, he wasn't. I wish like Jeff Jarrett was
79, there. Jeff Jarrett, by the way. Has a good 30 years. He's still out there.
Jesus.
Legend.
Double J.
Multiple time world champion. Legend.
Yeah, him and David Arquette.
Also a legend.
I don't think so.
A legendary Ready to Rumble film.
Good guy.
Yeah, but it's my take that's bad, not the fact that they've got Jeff Jarrett and shit running around out there.
He wasn't even on TV this episode. He wasn't there.
Is he wrong or mine? It's the children.
No, it's the children.
It's definitely the children. Yeah.
Sup, slap nuts.
Legend.
That's Delvin's shit. Delvin's like, this is amazing.
It's the best. It's the greatest ever.
Also, why are we bringing back the fucking "you're gonna love my nuts" saying?
Whoa! Who said that?
What?
Oh,
who's saying is that? Wait a minute. Is that D's nuts in Canada? In Canada, is it "you're gonna love my nuts"? Like, is that their D's nuts?
Is
like,
that
what
no, they said slap nuts.
This is the greatest episode of PSVG ever. I'm gonna start telling people that you're gonna love these nuts. I'm gonna go to jail.
Love these nuts. That sounds like the Canadian way. It's like we're down here like these nuts. They're like, you're gonna love these nuts.
Oh my god!
I can see Court Lalondelay doing it now.
He definitely did. He's done it before.
It's the fucking slap chop commercial.
It's the what?
The who?
The slap chop commercial. You're gonna love these nuts.
No, you're gonna love these nuts. Yes.
No, it's D's.
Yeah.
You're gonna love D's.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's the same guy as the ShamWow.
Love these
wow.
Wow.
Which is why I said it when I saw Slap Nuts, because he's like, Slap Chop, you're gonna love these nuts.
I've never seen that commercial a day in my life.
And now we're gonna find it, aren't we?
We're gonna find it.
It's gonna be a bumper at some point.
Yes, it will be. We're gonna make Hayley sing in a bumper.
Even better. Kyle the Pug, make it so.
I'm pretty sure he just did.
Spilling coffee, drinks out all out of her mouth. See? It's just going to be one of those episodes.
Oh, Donnie, get us on the rails. What have you been playing?
Absolutely
Please.
not.
College football.
It's great, right? It's a great game.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah,
playing Dynasty.
With it too.
I'm like 8 games into my first Dynasty. It's good. I like I said, I still feel like the things I said earlier, I think are still there. Like I'm still seeing a lot of the same animations and stuff. Like I think I've kind of seen everything already. Mm-hmm. So it's getting a little repetitive in that regard, but Dynasty's good. It's full-fledged. Got tons of skill trees, tons of recruiting. Like there's a lot to dive into if you want to. I do feel like, and I think they're about to release a patch, like a big patch. They're working on a lot of things. So I'm thinking some of this stuff will get cleaned up. There's a lot of the Dynasty stuff, like the simulation feels like random. You're just seeing like all kinds of like nothing teams beating top teams, and like the rankings don't kind of make sense. You know, like teams like 4 or 5 losses are ahead of teams with like 2 losses and stuff. So I think they need to like iron all that in. They need to sharpen that a bit so it feels more real. Because right now it just feels like AI just throwing stuff up there every time you advance a week. It's like, yeah, I guess Sam Houston State beat Georgia this week by 60. You're like, what? There's a lot of stuff like that. And like I feel the same. I feel similarly to like recruiting. Like recruiting, like you can invest a lot into it if you want and spend a lot of time doing it. But it still kind of feels somewhat random at the end. Like just because you do that doesn't mean you're necessarily like going to get that kid and whatnot. So I think there's just like there's some space to iron some things out. And they had a patch. Right? They released like notes of what their patch. I think it's Sunday or something. They're gonna do server man. They have a giant patch
tomorrow.
Okay, there's a bunch. So we'll see what it's like. But I mean, it's great. It's great. There's nothing. I'm still playing it for a reason. It's great. It's great to have it back.
No mascot.
I almost bought it.
It's. I think you should. It's very good.
Yeah. What was it? QVC had it for $39.99. You just had to sign up for it. And
that code.
That was like I gotta press like.
There's no mascot mode, right?
No, there's no mascot mode. No.
That'd be a good
team builder's been pretty incredible though. There are people making teams for like every Avenger. There's teams for like brand. There was like the Tide Pods team I came across. Like there's people are having a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, I would assume so. Also,
college football rank on my game of the year list.
That's a good question.
Kyle the Pug did post that clip, by the way. It's in the PSBG channel if you want to watch it.
Right now, I'd probably have it like 5 or 6, but I haven't officially put it on the list yet.
Okay.
So
Prince of Persia, probably like around number 1 or 2, right?
No.
Wow, it's not. Oh, I thought it'd been higher.
Yeah, it's 3. It's up there.
Okay,
but not yet. Hellblade 2 was the one you're looking for. That's the one.
Gotcha. I figured that was 2.
No, I got Half-Life. I don't know if that counts.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that.
It's a new game for me, and I really enjoyed it a lot. Dev, I totally ran HDMI optical cable through my roof and set it up to my TV, and I totally didn't learn that HDMI optical cables are one direction. I definitely didn't learn that the hard way. I definitely nailed this on the first try. I swear to you. I definitely got up there and ran that thing all the way over there, plugged it into the TV, put all the tiles back before I tested it, put everything back, like ran the cable through,
finished the whole job,
everything on the first time, and nailed it. Definitely did that.
Damn.
Wow.
I thought the cable was
like, this is bad.
I was like, what the fuck? And I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. I start Googling it, and somebody's like, yeah, is it plugged in the right way?
Yes,
one like, direction. HDMI cable. What do you mean? He's like, it's one direction. There's a one in.
It should have an arrow pointing.
I was just going to ask that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
The single direction cables typically have an arrow letting you know that this is the way the information is going to flow.
First I've ever heard of a one-way HDMI cable.
Yeah, I've never known HDMI cables to be one
How
way.
often do you guys run cables to lots of things?
Well, I mean, I have a million HDMI cables. Just this is my first optical. Well, this is an optical HDMI cable. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
But I fixed it and plugged it in the PlayStation 5 and hit power and it turned on. I was playing Hot Shots Golf and Astrobot, and I haven't really used it on the PC because I just haven't been playing games on my PC much because of college football. I'm playing Duke Nukem on Switch. So, but I will. Once these games start releasing and once I start playing stuff, like that is the plan. It's so cool.
Dude,
that I can flip a switch. I can flip a switch in my PC that's right here. My controller and everything can be right over there, and I can just walk over and keep going. It's so sweet.
So many years ago.
It's a sweet life, man.
The release calendar is just filling up. I'm loving it. So
I'm about to. I think I'm going to trade down on my Xbox. I'm going to downgrade to the Series S and free up some more money to buy some more games. Cool. Now that my PC just is over there was no need for that. Not to say I don't need an Xbox. Like, I want an Xbox, but I don't need the Series X. Like, that is the whole point of that being there.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that I would play on it, right? I can
be on PC.
The PC here and play it better.
Yeah.
So like if I can, I'll talk about it a little later, but like if I can downgrade it cheaply, right? If I can score an Xbox Series S on the cheap, then I can free up a lot of money to help buy some of these games that I want to play, because I got a lot of games to buy. I don't necessarily have a lot of money to buy all of it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man,
we ain't flowing in Delvin cash over here.
Yeah, I ain't got it like Delvin.
Just let me know, because again, like for example, I'm buying Shadows of the Damned and Lollipop, so you do have a way to pay him if you can't. So,
well, he's buying Lollipop.
I'm not playing that on PlayStation. That's not happening. So,
not even for free, huh?
No, not even for free.
See,
PC. You gonna play it on PC?
I'm buying those games anyway. I'm buying both of those games on Switch and PC.
I know, but I was just saying
multiple versions. Again, that's another reason why I need to free up more money. I plan on buying multiple copies of the same game this fall.
To be fair, though, Shadows of the Damned's price is pretty damn fucking good.
So great. So
$25 US for Shadows of the Damned remastered. So
that's what, $120 Canadian?
Apparently, based on fan conversion, based on box fans, yes. It's $1,000.
Hey man, I don't know what the deal is with the box fans. Don't come at me. I told you what the price was, and you didn't believe me.
I did download and start playing Dungeons of Hinterberg, which is pretty cool. I like it. Have you guys heard about that game at all? No,
never heard of it.
No.
It just hit Game Pass. It's I think it's a console exclusive for Game Pass. It's kind of like Zelda. Like if you had like Zelda dungeon crawling, so it's like, you know, you can like jump and do puzzles and fight, right? But it's like pretty chill mechanically. And then you like take that and like make it like a cozy vacation game. That's kind of what Dungeons of Hinterberg is. Okay. I think Rebecca would like it a lot. She's not going to buy an Xbox or anything to play it, but when it comes to Switch, or it's probably on Steam, I imagine on PC. Whenever it comes somewhere, I think she would like it a lot.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I have to just watch a video on it because I've never even heard of it.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Their whole thing is like, it's like a vacation destination for heroes. So like if you're a hero of the world, or actually this person's just like a lawyer, but like they're missing like adventure in their life. So like you go to this town and it's like, yeah, we've got dungeons that'll like give you that thrill back. And then you go and do the dungeons. But it's like,
it's a really cool looking game.
Yeah, but it's like real casual, it's cell shaded. You know, it's
something Delvin can buy and never play.
No, I'll play this. This looks cool.
Throw in the backlog.
Yeah.
Sweet. All I've been playing is Destiny 2 and college football.
Of course.
College football is fun. I'm finally starting to pick up some of the revamp passing, learning how to use that so I can just abuse the hell out of people. Probably going to jump into a league with a couple of friends and go that route. I'm not looking forward to any of the recruiting because it's work.
What school are you doing?
What school did you get?
I haven't decided yet because we haven't decided.
UCLA?
Absolutely not.
Ball State.
No.
Fresno.
If anything, it'll be North Carolina or Texas.
San Diego Aztecs.
There you go.
leaning towards North Carolina. That's who I've been playing with in my free time. Yeah, but yeah, it's nice. It's got a lot of nostalgia for me. Like booting it up, it just took me right back to like 1998, being in my room and playing college football with North Carolina. Like somehow, like my EA profile when I logged in, it automatically selected North Carolina as my favorite team. I'm like, how in the hell did it?
I already knew.
That's why. Look at you. Because that was the last team that I had with EA. So it just all that just kind of just was seamlessly there. I was like, damn. So it just took me right back. So it hit on all the nostalgia buttons that I needed. And it just feels like it's way more fun than Madden. Just like
it is.
The pageantry and all of the game just being a little bit faster. It felt like it was fun. So I'm definitely been enjoying my time. So
it's fluid. There's a lot of funny TikToks about people discovering college football for the first time. And they talk about it. They're like, I go to load up the game and they press X. And then it immediately cuts to like a really loud, long drum line because that's like the game music half the time. It's just like, oh my God. Those are very funny. Very funny. It's hilarious. Just the TikToks and videos alone on people playing this game are hilarious. It is so funny. Yeah, people like prancing around their living room with like a clipboard and the khakis on. Like, come on, guys. We got to get this yard.
All the people acting like this is like their real job.
Yeah.
Like being mad they have to go to work while this player is going to go commit to this other team.
Yeah.
Like it's hilarious. It has been a lot of fun. My devs boys have been really enjoying it. So it's just been a lot of fun to see this game come back and do what it does. And I've been enjoying my time with it.
Very nice.
Other than that, I ain't been doing shit but work. So
had a bad day, did you? Got stung by hornets, man.
What?
You didn't see my posts, my photos?
That's why I asked how Donnie was doing. Because he got stung by hornets. For the day.
Yeah.
I came home.
Did we switch places?
I came home. I got off work a little early today, like an hour. I came home, and I had to go pick up my daughter's car, so I was rushing. And I wanted to get the dogs out before it started raining, because it's been raining here, been storms all week. And I get them outside, and I've got this fucking cat, Fred, whose new favorite thing is he wants to explore outside. He ain't never been an outside cat in his entire life, and suddenly he wants to go outside. So I open the door, let the dogs out, and in between, right through my legs, comes Fred. He's running outside for the first time. And he ran into the bushes. And I went to go get him, and hell if I didn't immediately get stung by a hornet. Like, I got stung like 5 times. My whole neck is like swollen. It's on my collarbone, my shoulder. I looked like a crazy person throwing myself back into the yard. If you had been driving by, you'd be like, what the fuck? Like, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. My adrenaline was pumping so bad.
God damn it, Fred.
I haven't been. Oh, and then his ass just moseys on back into the house. Okay, I'm over here rolling around the yard for my life. He's like, I guess I'll go back inside.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He definitely had a Delvin moment.
Not furious. Switch places. He's buying games over and over again. Yeah.
It's not been great.
Damn. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Tomorrow's maintenance day. Tomorrow I'm about to crowd strike the world.
Oh boy.
At least it's not on a Friday.
At least you're not
Friday. I got to drive across
offering
town,
$10
all the way across town. Both ways.
It's worth it. Yeah.
The president quit this week. We didn't talk about that at all. And
yeah.
What a week.
Yeah.
He's like,
we had. Speaking of like work stuff, like Sunday we were going to replace the main brain for our whole network. So we took everything offline and replaced it. Of course, that didn't work. And then on top of that,
if the HDMI cable was in the right direction.
I don't know what the hell they did, but I'm sure it wasn't. But that failed. So everybody's down for like 8 hours while they try to get this thing working. It doesn't work. Then they finally reset everything back. Power outage. So everything goes right back out. Wow. Then there was also, because of the power outage, a water main broke on the 4th floor and leaked all the way down to the 3rd floor. So they have all of this construction happening now because of the water.
So it's a Die Hard movie.
Going into work on Monday was the worst. It felt like that. Going to work on Monday and everything's broken. Every UPS needs to be replaced. It was just fucking chaos. So I feel your pain, Donnie.
That's okay. I found out the other day my boss didn't know what UPS stands for in reference to an uninterrupted power supply. He just called it a battery pack.
That is 99% of the world.
Yeah.
UPS is a store. I was just the other day.
United Parcel Service.
Okay, hold on. This is the same thing as you being asked last week if you know what a fucking firewall is, and you say you're going to cut it the fuck down.
I said that?
Yes.
What are you talking about? I don't recall this.
There was no Nespresso that night. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. No. Yeah, that's fair. He definitely doesn't remember that. But
Delvin. He doesn't remember this.
Yeah, I don't remember that. This is Happy Nut Butter Delvin.
Nothing but nut butter. Brought to you by
last week to you being like
Nestle.
I don't know. Whatever the fuck it is, I cut it down. And I was like, so no, you don't know what a firewall is.
Look, we don't need ASMR of you eating the nut butter, sir. Stop it. Stop it.
Jesus.
All right, Johnny, please get us out of here. Take us to the news.
According to Windows Central, Xbox is still pondering an alternative or additional tiers to Game Pass. Hang on, I just wanted to say, I'm all like on the Benadryl, so if like I'm a little slow or something, that's why, because of all the bee stings, all the hornets in my neck.
Hey, you just sound like it's a late night show and we're just hanging out.
Okay,
you know? You're evening out Delvin is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this came from Jez. Jez claims that they're working towards a cloud-only offering, which he says Microsoft hopes that will appeal to those that are put off by the upfront cost of a console, as well as to existing owners of competing consoles who don't want to buy an Xbox but find Game Pass appealing. So I guess they expect that you'd be able to like go through the browser or something on your PlayStation or Switch to play Cloud Game Pass.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I was surprised when they did these price changes that a streaming only tier wasn't included.
Yeah.
I think a streaming only tier makes a ton of sense. But if I were them, and I think I've said this before, if I were them, I would try to partner with like Prime or Netflix and make it offer it there. I think you'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they would do it. I wonder if Netflix would want to do that because like they're rolling out all their own stuff, or they do it to
they have their
bolster
own,
what they have.
Prime would absolutely get in on that. They'd bolster it with Luna.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking is like you just offer your stuff everywhere. Because like I think it's interesting to me that they're like, well, we hope it appeals to people that like don't want to buy consoles, but then like you're hoping that other people on other consoles will buy it. You know, it's like the cloud streaming tier like that. I don't know. Like if you have a console, if somebody has enough money for a PS5, I don't know if they're going to like subscribe to Cloud Pass. Like they could buy an Xbox if they really wanted one.
Yeah.
Especially with the Series S availability and PC ubiquity.
Yeah. And if they don't, definitely just tell them to stop being poor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I think the streaming only thing really applies. I think a lot of like foreign markets or like where hardware is like unavailable or unattainable, you know, like for tax issues and that. I think a streaming only tier makes a ton of sense. And again, if you could include it into another service.
I agree.
Yeah. Jez also said don't give up on that family plan tier yet. He says that idea isn't dead yet. So
I don't believe you.
I think it would just I think at this point it might just be too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like what if it was $40 a month for you and like 4 of your friends, would you all jump in that? I think that's expensive.
I mean, that's basically the same price I'm paying for PC Game Pass, so
yeah.
It doesn't really do nothing for me.
It's a lot of like, are we going to split it? Like, who's got it? You know, like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, for families, I guess, but like, I don't know.
But also, they'd probably do the region locking thing where it only works if you're in the same country, so like...
Sure.
Yeah.
Like me and Jack, we game share just like we do on Switch. Like, I don't need a pass to do that. He can literally play on his profile. He can play everything Game Pass.
Yeah.
Just because we do the console sharing, so... And then speaking of Game Pass, this is unrelated to the article that Jez wrote, but after the price hike that Xbox announced last week, FTC re-enters the chat with a new filing in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, calling the new tier of Game Pass and the price increase a degraded product and evidence of what the FTC was trying to stop from happening before the merger.
It's too late now, bitch.
That's true.
We don't care. We don't care.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, yes, it's too late. They're not going to reverse the merge. But, like...
I don't think they're... Yeah, I don't. This filing wouldn't be to argue they should reverse the merge. It's too late for that.
No.
I think this would be trying to find either some leverage to make Xbox like change their plans, or more likely, can we find them? Can we get some money from them or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
But, yeah.
Didn't Microsoft respond to that?
They did. Yeah.
They did, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't write it all down. I don't think it's all that important.
No, not really, but I couldn't remember if they had it or not.
Yeah. It's hard to call it degraded when every customer that has it now still has it. Like, there's nothing was taken away from a subscriber.
What was Microsoft's response? The FCC won't let me be.
It should have been like, stay mad.
Let me be me, so let me see.
Yeah. EA College Football had some news. When reviews dropped it, when I pulled this, the review score was at 88 on Metacritic, so that's pretty high for a sports game.
Yeah.
EA announced that 2.2 million players bought a premium version of the game to play in early access. That's a paid copy.
Bananas. It's bananas.
That's a lot.
An additional 600,000 got in on EA Play, which I assume, especially with being console locked, that the majority of that's probably Game Pass.
Maybe.
I don't know. Anybody like know a lot of people that just subscribe to EA Play?
No.
I don't either.
Hi.
Just you?
I did. I used to.
Okay. So let me put it this way. I subscribe to EA Play on PlayStation because that's mainly where I play. But I stopped it while I had Game Pass. And
I mean, it is cheap. Like, it's a good price, right?
It's like $5 a month.
I think it's like $30 a year or something like that.
It's 30. It was 30 a year. I think it went up to 40. But yeah, I used to have it. I used to have the $30 a month year thing. I was like, this is super cheap.
I paused it when I had Game Pass, but I had to sell my Xbox for, slow season, and I was barely using it, so I sold it to my supervisor for his son's 14th birthday, right? I know it's going to get used instead of flipped, right? So I re-upped it, and now I have it. So, I could go play 10 hours of college football if I wanted, but I don't know that that's the game for me.
Yeah.
I have no idea what college ball is about. So
maybe there was a lot of people that signed up just to play college.
Maybe.
I could see it.
Because I paid the $6 just to re-up it, just to make sure I would like the game before I bought it. And there was a couple of my friends that did the same thing. They're like, I can just pay $6 and see it. So maybe,
maybe so.
It's a good idea.
It was number 3 in the U.S. for daily active users on Xbox X and S. Number 4 on PlayStation 5. Console sales have spiked in the wake of NCAA's release, especially the Xbox Series S, which, according to a report, they sold the most consoles since the launch of the system within the 72 hours around the release day of the game.
Oh boy, that's something.
And I wanted to write can confirm because I'm thinking about trading down on the Xbox Series X. I started looking around and prices have jumped. Almost everybody's out of stock around me. Like Best Buy doesn't have any. You can get them off the Xbox. If you buy direct from Xbox, you can buy them. But even used, when I bought the Series S that I did all the emulation stuff and all that, I bought on eBay for $150. Xbox Series S were super cheap for a long time. You can easily get them less than $200. I think 2 weeks ago, Amazon was selling them for $159. And then this game came out, and used prices on Series S, good Series S things, and I've been looking because I wanted to buy. They're $250, $275. People are, if you've got one that you don't play it, you didn't use it, now's the time. Get out there, start listening, because the prices are up. I was kind of shocked to see just how unavailable the Series S is all of a sudden.
A couple years ago, I was buying everybody Series S's. All my because it was so cheap, it was $200, $150. Now it's they're back up to regular prices now.
Yeah, I think right now, if you go to Mercari, you go to eBay, I check Facebook Marketplace, the going rate's around $240. Like between 230 and 260 is about like where a lot of people are listing them. But yeah, 6 months ago, you take 100 off of that easy.
Yeah.
So I think it's, at least for the people that are interested in the sports game, it being like the cheapest way in, at least has the Series S in some appeal. Which is funny because, like, if you spend a little bit more, you can get a Series X. Series X's are selling for like $350, $325. They're not selling for that much more. So it's pretty interesting. Cygnus asks, do you guys think Series S selling well would translate to July NPD sales report? I mean, I would say I want to put like selling well in context. It's selling well for the Series S.
Series S. Yeah.
You know, like we said,
Xbox
like
still doesn't report
like
numbers.
2.2 million copies of the NCAA game were sold. So like, they didn't sell 10 million consoles. I think it's just like a spike for them.
Yep.
You know, in the allotment that they kind of just have on the market at the moment, probably.
And they still don't report numbers, right? Of like consoles being sold.
No.
So it won't be on NPD.
Nah, I wouldn't expect
it. I thought they were asking about the game, but like the game, yes. Consoles, no, because they don't.
Yeah, the game, yeah.
So, yeah.
They should have had some school consoles.
Yeah.
Huh?
Some school consoles.
School
he's
versions.
talking about a console skin.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been a cool thing to put out there. Even if they were just regional. Like whatever region you're in, you can buy your school.
Yeah. Well, you know, and a lot of like Decal Girl and Skin and stuff, they have that. They have licensed university stuff. You can buy that. There was an article published by gamesindustry.biz from some consulting group that did a bunch of like surveys that I thought had some interesting factoids. The article is titled "The State of Gaming," so if you want to go over there and read the rest of it, 82% of American video game players made an in-game purchase last year.
I was definitely one of them.
Well, it would be American players. You definitely were not one of them.
No, you were not.
Hold on. When they refer to the video game industry, they do not refer to Canada. So yes, I would be.
Oh, y'all don't. Damn,
they're considered like part of the Americas.
Thank you.
But they're Canada.
We are constantly referred to as America's hat. Thank you.
We should just take them. Just take it.
Yeah, we should.
I agree. Who's going to stop us? They're too nice. They're like, yeah, come on.
We just call it like East Minnesota and West Minnesota.
Anyways, yes, I think I spent like $500 on in-game microtransactions last year.
Yeah, damn. That's your Xbox.
That shitty fan. Yeah, and you're like, I sold the Xbox because I needed the money. You didn't need the money.
Well,
you needed to stop buying microtransactions.
What the fuck are you doing?
I sold the Xbox because it was slow season and we were worried, but it turned out.
Yeah, but you kept buying lightsabers and capes and shit.
Yes, absolutely. I was buying lightsabers and capes and shit.
Digital ones.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't tell the story of me getting my fucking car tinted.
Oh Lord!
What? You really are me this week, huh?
I forgot all about it. Yeah, that was a fucking nightmare. I feel so bad. This guy listens to our show.
Oh no!
Did you see what I posted?
I did not.
Where'd you post it?
In Discord. Oh, it was in channel.
Is he in Discord?
I'm not going in there.
So I bought the Jetta, and I wanted to get the windows tinted. It was like the first thing I wanted to do. I was like, that's a thing in Georgia. You can't be driving it. It's hot as hell here.
That's true.
You need windows tinted. I also just thought it'd make the Jetta look sexy. I was like, we gotta get some tint on these bad boys. So I find this guy on Google, right? Google Maps, find a guy who does tint. He does tint from his house. He's got a ton of reviews, like 1,000. I was like, okay, he's legit. He can get me in. So I go to his house. He tells me I'm first appointment and go to his house. Here's how it starts. I'm there at 8 o'clock. My appointment's at 8 o'clock. There's nobody at the house. I'm knocking on the door. Nobody's there. I get a phone call from him at 8:15 because he didn't answer the phone. He's like, I'm like 10 minutes away. All right. It's not that big of a deal. It's like 20 minutes. He's 20 minutes late. All right, fine. So he gets there. He opens the thing, turns all the lights and everything. And I walk up the driveway. I put my car in the garage. He has like a little seating area next to you. you can sit while he tints your windows. And I walk up and I sit there and he starts talking to me. And like 2 minutes after just speaking, he goes, "Hey, do you like," he goes, "This is a weird question. I'm sorry." He's like, "Do you like know a lot about video games and stuff? Like Nintendo?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "I recognize your voice."
Do you play some video games?
And here I am. Let me tell you something. I regretted ever answering this question because I should have just been like, "Nah, no." Because I go, yeah. I was like, yeah. I was like, if you think you recognize the voice, I was like, I have a Nintendo podcast. Now he doesn't like listen to the show every week. He's like, but he recognizes it. So I think it's probably in his algorithm or something, right? Like he's just heard of it or something. This opened Pandora's box for this guy for the next 2 hours.
Oh,
just starts fucking quizzing me and talking to me about non-stop, not video games. So that's the thing. Barely video. We talked about like 2 video games and he just went off on like this anime rabbit hole.
Oh no.
Talking to me about anime for 2 fucking hours.
Hey, do you know video games? Here, have some weeb nonsense.
Dude.
Probably thought you were me.
I felt bad. Bad because I was really kind of out of it. Like about 15 minutes in, I was like, oh, I'm going to shoot myself. Like, this is terrible. Like, Delvin, you're going to appreciate this. So I'm sitting there. He's playing some rock song or whatnot. This is after. So the conversation started about Pokemon. He's like, hey, man, so I love Pokemon. I was like, yeah, who doesn't? Like, Pokemon's great. He gets like 30 minutes about should he buy an old Game Boy or like get a new PC or get like a Nintendo Switch or a 3D. Like he's going through every way that you can possibly interact and play Pokemon. And then he's like, hey, did you like this mini game in Mystery Dungeon 2? I was like,
oh my gosh.
No? What? No. And I kid you not, Delvin, this is where it got weird. It gets weird.
Oh boy.
He goes, what's the name of this song? It's like some punk rock song. I don't know. I've never heard it. It's playing on the speaker. This is after he's played Dragon Ball Z music. This is after he's given me the Pokemon rap that he's rapping as he's walking around my car. And he goes, dude, this is in chai tea. I'm like, that's that fucking supposed to mean something to me? Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, Sonic Adventure 2, bro. Sonic Adventure DX2.
Oh,
I'm like, he's like, don't tell me you think Sonic sucks. I'm like, yeah, it does though. And he goes, dude, Dev, he goes, what do you think your listeners would think if they found that you didn't know the song?
I think,
and I'm like, dude, I think they fucking know. I was like, I don't fucking care. So I don't know who was talking to me, but when I posted and checked, that was somebody came by. I just forgive me, but they're like, how old is this person, Donnie? He's 22. And they're like, oh.
Exactly. That's exactly why I just asked. How old is this kid?
He asked me to
Mine
look
too.
Up. He was like, did you play, did you check out, is it Chronix or something? Some anime? He was like, you got to get Chaotix with an X.
Yeah, Chaotix.
He was like, he's like, hey, what'd you think of last season of Chaotix?
Like, what?
What am I?
You should have said, dude.
Talking about?
I'm old. I don't know any of your 22-year-old shenanigans.
Yeah.
Well, but
I don't even know what any of this shit is.
Apparently, I'm a poser on a Nintendo podcast because I don't know the soundtrack at ready for Sonic Adventure 2. And I'm telling you, he had like, it's just very big, like dude bro, crypto bro energy, you know what I'm saying?
Who listens to anime music and Sonic music, and you're a dude bro? What?
Here's where it goes bad. Like that kind of like,
all the
I don't want to like label people, but like, I'm not gonna say what I'm saying. Here's where it goes bad. This happened about an hour in. This is where it goes bad. He's like, yeah, man, you know what? He's like, I love the anime and stuff, you know? And I was like, yeah, that's cool. And he's quizzing me anime. And I was like, dude, I like Pokemon and like Dragon Ball Z. Like, I'm pretty basic. I'm not watching a bunch of anime. I don't have time for all this shit. And he goes, yeah, man, he's like, I love it. He's like, I just don't like anime and all that gay shit, bro. And I was like, what? Like, And he was like, yeah, like, I just don't like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was like,
no, don't.
Yeah. Like, how's the tent coming, man? Like,
he took 2 hours to tint a car.
I'm sorry. I got to take this call.
Oh, God. It was.
How many windows was he tinting?
I don't like anime when it does that gay shit.
It took like 90 minutes.
Anime are you watching?
So when that afternoon I drove my daughter to my in-laws' house up North Georgia. The first time like really taking the jet out on the road, and we stopped for coffee or something. I don't remember the context, but she was like, now I remember. I was listening to I think it was a Scott Pilgrim soundtrack came on, and one of the songs had like an anime flavor to it. And my daughter was like, she heard the story, so my daughter was like, "Yeah, Dad, why are you listening to this anime and gay shit?" And I was like, that's kind of my thing. What are you talking about? Like, I got like super defensive. I was like,
how dare
I kind
you
of like
my anime gay shit.
And she was like, no, Dad, this tent guy. And it was like, I had already compartmentalized him out of my brain. I completely forgot about the entire experience.
10 out of 10 for your daughter being like, why are you listening to this anime gay shit about
she's like, God, it's anime and gay shit. And I was like, wait a minute, I like anime and gay shit. What are you talking about, man? Like, have you seen our basement? Like, this is kind of my thing.
It's the anime and the gays.
It was fucking, dude. Like, he gave off, and I mean no disrespect to people, like he just gave off,
yes, he does.
Like Rogan alpha male.
Yeah.
Like just, I was like,
as soon as you brought up I don't like when anime does gay shit, I'm like, what the fuck anime are you watching that doesn't do gay shit?
I was trying to change the subject. So I was like, so how'd you learn to tent? He's like, survival, bro.
What?
Did it survive? I was like, get me the fuck out of here. I have to go.
Survival?
Please finish putting the tent on the window, man.
Survival, bro.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
And for Delvin, the reason I keep saying bro is because he ended every sentence with bro.
God.
Like
it was like fucking talking to your WCW guy.
Yes,
listen here, bro. Like, oh yeah, Russo. It was big Russo energy, man. The whole time. And so anybody in the Discord, I took a video, like a TikTok of like me pointing at the ground. It's in the Nintendo Shack channel, of him walking around the car asking me questions about games, blaring the Pokemon song. Like the Pokemon rap, like Gyarados, Zapdos, Moltres. Like, I'm like, what is happening? Oh God, it was such a bad decision to go to this.
I gotta tell you, if he's in this shop blaring the Pokemon song, he better get used to both anime and gay shit. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my wife. My wife didn't get it. She was like, wait a minute, he watches Pokemon, but he doesn't like gay. I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't understand, man.
It makes no sense. Things aren't lining up.
The math ain't mathin'.
Math ain't mathin' at all.
My wife was so complex. She was just like, I don't get it.
It's man of leisure. I'm gonna get me a shirt that says I love anime and gay shit.
And gay shit, yeah.
That's gonna be rocking
it. New PSV merch.
Yeah, right. No,
we're not getting any more merch.
I love
he did do a good job on the
We're
tent,
here for the anime and gay shit.
Like the tent did get done, and it's nice. So like, good there, I guess. Like it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. Like, guarantee you.
God.
2 hours of like the most get me the fuck out of here.
It was so awkward. I was so awkward. I was just like, he's like, yeah, man, like what's your what's your top 5 best animes of all time? I was like, oh shit, like I am out of my element, man.
Know what you say? You say, what's the name of the anime?
That's I don't know how.
He just starts making up stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've never in my life like felt like embarrassed that I knew like I was like, he should have been like, yo, are you into gay? I should have been like, nah, man. Nah,
you should have been like, Hello Kitty,
I should have just been like,
My Little Pony, Friendship
and Magic. I hate people that like that
Hold
stuff.
on.
Rainbow Bright, the Care Bears.
Led to a worse line of conversation if he had led with My Little Pony and Hello. Like if
he might have just shut up.
He might have shut up.
He might have just shut up.
So he would talk about anime. He would talk about anime. He would talk about games. He would go down these like weird tangents where he'd be like, "They're just too addictive, bro. Like I had to stop watching them." You know, he's like, "Because I just stay up all night and I just do nothing for that for days." He's like, like. I can't do that. Like, it's just really bizarre stuff. And then he would be like, he'd be like, like people think, he's like, people think that people that play video games, like, can't have like a job. And I was like, do they? Like, nobody thinks
Who thinks that?
Who fucking thinks that?
It was bad, man. It was bad.
That's what you do. Next time you go in there, have
video games. There'll be no next time.
It has been next time.
I would pay pay twice as much to have my car tinted by
anybody else
than go there again. It's never happened.
If anyone asked you,
by the way, my wife thought this was the best story ever. She's been laughing about it for days.
I agree with your wife.
Like he gave me stickers. Like stickers.
He gave you stickers.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's in love. He doesn't like anime and gay shit, but he gave you stickers.
I tried to talk cars. He wasn't having it.
No, he wouldn't know about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
My favorite thing was in the video. In the video, you hear him talking to me, and I'm like, In Jason in Discord, Jason was like, I know that, Donnie. Like, that's what Donnie sounds like when he's checked out.
Yeah.
Because I was next to my wife and I was like, she didn't believe me. And I was like, he's fucking playing the Pokemon rap. Like loud, like as loud, like the neighbors can hear it. He's like, you know all the words, bro? Oh, you don't know all the words? You even like Pokemon? I'm like, what? What's going on,
bro?
How does not knowing the words to the Pokemon rap suddenly mean you don't like Pokemon?
He's taking my Nintendo credit away. He's
out here with Pokemon rap. You don't like anime and gay shit, and you're talking about survival. Nothing is adding up,
dude.
Yeah.
He was
Nothing
like,
makes sense.
What do you think your listeners would think if they knew that about you, Brad? If they knew you didn't know the song. They knew you didn't know the So apparently, PSVG Faithful, I am one fucking hack. You guys have been listening to
a fraud.
All of his takes are bad.
Sorry, this reminds me of a store manager last week telling one of our employees who's like super like really good that they were lazy and unprofessional, and the entire crew, including our district manager, was like, "The fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah, I believe it.
It's nowhere near as crazy as this, but
it was a wild tinning of
Wow. I'm sorry that you had to have a Delvin experience.
It's been a week.
It's like we switched identities this week.
I got maintenance tomorrow. I got to drive like halfway across the state and back on Friday. Like, oh God, get me.
The only thing missing is that guy who stands outside the GameStop and sells Delvin games off the truck.
Yeah,
this is true.
I did get wings. I did get wings today, where you have to order behind Bulletproof God. They take your order.
See, that's the
yeah. I was in that one. The wings were excellent, like they always are.
Of course they were.
If you make it out, lunch is good.
Captain Awesome, you're not a good friend. You're like telling Donnie to go back to the place.
You were just doing the same thing.
Okay, hold on. What do you mean go back to the place? This all happened in Donnie's yard.
No.
It was at the guy's place.
This guy, and he is legit. He's got his garage all set up. He's got the fluorescent lights. He's got he could make like great TikTok videos and shit about tinting cars I don't think he could have his attention on that for like 30 seconds.
TikTok is gonna be about Pokemon and shit like that.
He's got that TikTok brain rot.
He's like, I hate that Jinx Pokemon though, bro. Not about that gay shit. You know what I'm saying? Dude.
Jesus Christ.
I just don't have that kind of energy. Like I'm definitely out in public. I'm definitely very quiet, very introverted, but like even like amongst like chill. Everybody tranquilo. Right? We need a bunch of yelling at this man's fucking blasting goddamn Pokemon.
Now, I hope he watches this episode.
Yeah, not gonna lie. I kind of hope that happens.
He might. My wife was like, "You have to tell the story."
Yes.
And I don't know what jogging. Something you said, Hayley. I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about." I literally put it out of my memory. The moment I left, it never happened.
Anime and gay shit. That's what happened. Like, oh yeah, that's what happened.
That's it.
I mean,
yeah.
If he doesn't like anime and gay shit, what's he gonna react when I'm on this podcast?
He was telling me about he was telling me something about Piccolo. I kind of tuned out. I don't remember.
It was I'm very scared to find out what he's talking about Piccolo.
Yeah, like
I don't want to know the answer.
I don't think it was good.
I'm quite sure it wasn't.
It involves Piccolo.
Piccolo is anime.
Oh god, I'm telling you, it was something else. It wasn't worth it.
I like how we got here from a news story, by the way.
The reason that I went to his house was he was nobody could get me in before next week. Everybody was like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and next week. And I was like, I want something by this weekend. And he was like, I can get you in Friday morning. Just be here early. I was like, okay.
Boy, that's the good thing about Miami, boy. You can always find a motherfucking tint windows.
See, I used to. I've had 4 cars tinted, and people have always come to my house and did it. And apparently that stopped like during COVID or something around here. Like, I don't know what happened, but they were like, yeah, they don't do that no more.
When I got my car tinted, it took me all of 30 minutes to find a place and get it tinted. Yeah, we'll do it. He was like right in the tire shop, like, we'll do it right now. Give us like 5 minutes. Like, all right.
Now, it was cool. This guy had like this whole printer and everything. You look up your car and like the pre-cuts, like it goes right on.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. That's really cool. No, this is his job. Like he says he does 4 or 5 cars a day. I was like, oh, shit.
The guy you had to do it the old school way. You have to cut it out.
Well, I mean,
yeah, see, that's the only thing I've ever seen.
When he's having
they put the whole film and trim around it. Yeah, no, he didn't do that. He literally walked in, typed the machine, told him the window, and printed off that window. You walk up, put it all in the window.
That's pretty cool.
Like, yeah. I
mean, when you say he only does 4 or 5 cars a day, yeah, it's because he's having 2-hour-long conversations.
Dude, facts.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure he can fit probably a bunch.
I'm telling you, I
should
should have never answered that question. Like, I should have never.
It's no wonder why gamers sometimes just pretend like we don't. Because then we get dragged into shit like that.
Oof. I do it all the time. People
Where were we on the news?
Crack.
I don't even remember.
Hayley was buying shit in games. She was buying lightsabers. 62% of adults over 18 have played a video game. And of that, millennials are 49%. Gen Z is 13%.
Huh.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
It is. 49%.
Yeah. No, we all are. Well, not Delvin. Yeah. Delvin is the boomer.
Delvin's he's a boomer for sure.
Yeah, boomer. But for the rest of us, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I think that makes sense. We grew up in it, so it's definitely going to be our thing.
Yeah. 13% is not a lot.
You hear the rhetoric already about, console makers like, Gen Zers, they're not buying consoles, they play on their phone. It's like, why are you worrying about this so much? 13%, man.
Yeah, they're not buying nothing. Like, keep giving us games because we're the one buying stuff.
Get ready to sell some. You better set up a GameStop in the villages because that's exactly. What we're all gonna be.
That's what we're gonna be buying. Like, when we retire, we want all the games. That's all we're gonna do.
You better start re-releasing some old consoles, some reprints, because we need that shit too.
Mm-hmm.
And then 77% play more on one platform over a third regularly that use a combination of console, PC, and mobile. So the majority are one platform gamers. So if you've got more than one platform, you are in the minority of video gamers.
I mean, I have more than one platform. I really just use my PlayStation now.
Yeah, but
I've been in minority all my life.
Yeah,
77% don't. They just do the one. So
wait, I thought it said 77% play on more than one platform.
Oh, did I mess it up? I did.
Either you mistyped it or you misread it. So
yeah, I think I misread it.
Okay. So the majority of people have multiples.
The majority of us have more than one console.
Oh, okay. It's
because we're millennials and we can afford this shit. Like, we have money to buy the things. We're not.
Dude, I was telling my wife,
no money.
We scroll through TikTok. All of us, our Gen X, our millennials, we all just grew up to be kids. There ain't nothing amongst it. None of us want to like do any real adult shit ever.
No.
You're not seeing anybody be like, I learned how to build a deck today. Everybody's like, I bought an Iron Man helmet today.
Yeah.
I'm glad
like we're all just kids. We're all just buying toys and going to Disney World and shit.
Hey man, they've got this replica Green Lantern. Like,
yeah, they're like, I gotta go to the movies. They're having a Star Wars marathon this week.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of old ass kids, man.
What is this man about to pull out?
Are you about to pull out the $500 Optimus Prime?
Is this a Transformer?
It's about to pull out Grandma's piece.
This Megatron?
No, I'm glad he mentioned it. I almost forgot when he said the $500 Iron Man helmet.
Oh boy.
It's got to be Megatron, right?
He bought the Green Arrow.
I got the Iron Man hot toy.
Huh. The hot toy? What the hell is a hot toy?
It's a McFarlane like
Delvin, listen, man. I'm not about anime and like
it is.
It's a specific brand of McFarlane like figures. They're
very.
Like, it's like the DC Black Label figures or like the specialty Marvel ones where they're collectible items.
Those are all very outside of my price range. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay, they're very expensive.
You see them in stores though.
They're very expensive.
I don't.
I've never seen that in stores.
I've never seen any of this stuff in stores.
I've only ever seen them in GameStop, but they're usually among the top shelf at our GameStops here.
I can't remember. I think the last time I went to a GameStop was when I bought the Destiny 2 Collector's Edition PS4. So that was
it's one of the only stores I go to when I go to the mall.
Console. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Prime Day, baby.
Yeah. We all just grew up to be kids still. Like there's no we don't 100%. Adulting is stupid. My parents were boring.
We're all just kids.
They were so boring.
That's like my brother and sister are out here going out to clubs, and I'm like, oh, let me just.
But I think Gen Zers are doing that though. Like that's kind of their thing. They're like learning to knit and shit.
It's because they can't afford. They can't afford to live, so they have to do it themselves.
They're listening to vinyl. You know, they're crocheting like a bunch of old kids, man.
Yeah.
Survival, bro. Survival.
Oh my god. I'm telling you, like the PTSD that I've experienced the last 20 minutes. Like, I had completely pushed this out of my entire brain. And now it's back.
For survival.
It's fucking haunting me, man. Oh, he got serious, dude. Like it wasn't. It's just survival, bro. Like pupils. Like
what the fuck do you mean? I learned to tint for survival, bro. Like,
cocaine's a hell of a drug, man. I don't know.
Cartel. The
cartel. Okay. Netflix claims to have 80 games in development, and they plan to release a game a month to subscribers.
No,
that is cool.
That's for Daniel. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Enjoy the 5 of those that actually released before Netflix goes, we're not going to make games anymore.
A lot of these games are mobile games. They make a lot of mobile games. Yeah. So,
SpongeBob Dinner Dash and shit like that. Yeah.
They said Netflix has set itself a pretty aggressive engagement growth target, which it's met so far with their gaming division. And the impact of the overall business is still quite small, as is its investment. So they're looking to grow that engagement, but they did say that they're growing. You know, like that's kind of like that buzzword, right? Everybody keeps saying we have to find growth. Netflix is like, we're growing. This is working.
Mm-hmm. And they keep the
only people not saying they need to. The only people not saying they need to grow is Arizona. Iced tea.
Oh yeah, the iced tea. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. I had one yesterday.
Jack has gotten in on that lately.
Oh,
that's
Arizona iced tea is so good.
Phase is the Arizona. I think
still only $1.
Everybody goes through an Arizona phase, I think.
That Arnold Palmer's so good.
I love the Arnold Palmer.
So much sugar in there, damn.
I like the honey with ginseng personally.
That is good too.
I love an Arnold Palmer. I like to do my own.
Fair enough.
I made sweet tea this week.
That's the energy drink I drink a lot too. Is the Monster Rehab tea plus lemonade. So
I remember
starting to sound like that dude that tinted windows. You a monster, bro.
Yeah.
You get my Rockstar, bro. You get that Rockstar, bro.
Definitely a couple years ago, our corner store guy tried to be fucking slick and started selling the Arizona for like $1.25. We were like, motherfucker, no, you're not slick. We know the price.
The price is on the can.
Yes.
Well, hold on. The price is on the can unless you specifically buy the cans without them. And
they can mark it up. They can mark it. Just because it's $1.25, I mean, they have to sell it to you.
Well, they can mark it up. If you report them to Arizona, they'll usually get on their ass to be like, "Hey, cut it the fuck out."
No, we're reporting shit. We're not snitches. We like, hey,
I didn't say you had to be a snitch. I'm just telling you.
I'm telling you
street
level.
Like,
there's knock that shit out.
If you catch
your street enforcement is making sure the Arizona price stays in check.
Yeah, exactly. We got nothing else better to do.
Not to hear
go to the candy house instead. But like, we going to the candy house. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah. Her Arizonas are $1.
Mm-hmm. No tax.
Warner Bros. Gaming has acquired the Multiverses Studio Player First Games as Season 2 launched yesterday.
I see.
So they like that game enough. They're like, yeah, we'll just buy you now.
Interesting.
It's good.
The game isn't, but good for the developers.
I've got nothing to say about the game. I never played it.
I haven't played it since the original beta.
Oh, they made it way worse, and it's buggy as hell.
Wow.
And I'm not saying that the developers made it worse. I'm saying there's a bunch more microtransactions in it, and now like 6 different currencies level of microtransactions.
Which will force you to spend another $500 on microtransactions.
I'm not playing Multiverses, but
you're like, oh my god, I'm so ready for this. John, I'm no Southerner. I'm not going to tell you like that I am. I boiled 3 tea bags and I put it in a pitcher with sugar. Just sweet tea. I haven't made sweet tea. I feel like since,
I found in
since
stores
like I lived at somebody else's house. Like it's been a long time since I've made sweet tea.
I found the fucking powdered Kool-Aid again. They haven't sold it here forever. It's just the little
You have it?
No, they only like.
She said it's so like what? No, of course not.
Well, here I'm sure in the States because you guys sell a lot of stuff that we don't have here. Like in the zero soda flavors, you guys have a bunch more that we don't have.
It's because we don't care about our health out here. That's why.
Well, okay, fair enough. But the point is that for Kool-Aid, it's usually just in the little squeezable water enhancer things. I found powdered Kool-Aid this week.
I was like, I never knew powdered Kool-Aid went away.
Yeah, same.
It
I did notice the price is up. Have you seen that shit?
Yeah.
They're like
it's no longer 10 for $1.
It's like 2 for $1.
What 10 for $1 or nothing else?
I need you to come up here and provide some street justice on Walmart, sir.
I might have to.
I need you to get like your Chuck Norris gang together.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Kool-Aid ain't supposed to be nothing more than 10 cents. That's it.
I ain't got shit else better to do. Go up there and enforce the law of Kool-Aid.
I have a jug of orange Kool-Aid in my fridge right now. It's delightful.
What flavor?
Orange. I just said orange.
Hayley, it's just...
Thank you. Thank you.
It's the whitest Great North shit she ever said. Orange. She said that shit like, of course. No. The fuck? Orange is the last flavor you drink because you've drank all the other flavors.
Red is the answer.
Fucking grape is the answer. Purple is
the purple, red.
Red or purple?
Blue.
Okay, hold on.
The ice blue. Hang on. The lime. Wrong person. The lime. Like the neon green. Yeah, the lime is real.
I kind of dig the lime.
Shit. Yeah. When that thing came on the scene, that was an event. It was like when the Green Ranger showed up.
Yeah.
Hit hard.
Y'all remember the mystery flavor they used to have? I forgot what it was called.
No, because it didn't happen here. And
no,
also,
cherry.
I want to point
out
it
was cherry.
Powdered stuff that they're selling here is 3 flavors: orange, blue raspberry lemonade, or cherry. That's it. Those are the only flavors available.
Well, the correct answer is blue raspberry lemonade.
I have that too, but I'm alternating so I don't.
I have 3 flavors.
You don't have purple?
Hold on. I can get purple in the water enhancer squeezer.
No, not
the powdered jug.
That's not Kool-Aid.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
their powder only comes.
why is Canada
Crystal Light
your Kool-Aid?
I am literally telling you what I can buy here. Like, that's it.
Maybe there's like some shit with the grape. Maybe they were like the Canadians or the prime minister's like, we can't give this to our people.
No,
it's too addictive.
Like, I have a grape Kool-Aid, like water enhancer squeezer in my cupboard, but in the powdered stuff, they're only selling 3 flavors: cherry, blue raspberry lemonade, and orange. And I have a jug of orange and blue raspberry in there.
Sure. We bring the grape in. They're all going to come.
They put a basketball court up at a homeowners association.
Oh. Don't do that. That'll bring the Negroes. So we don't do that.
No grape Kool-Aid, no basketball
tennis court, guys. Not the
tell that homeowners
court. Turn the pickleball. We'll get the old folks.
I'm going to install a radio tower in my backyard. Fuck the homeowners association.
Goddamn right.
Don't tell me how to fucking run my house.
That's what they do. That's why that's literally their job.
That's exactly
the whole point.
This is why my neighborhood does not have a basketball court, because they don't want those people to show up.
Yep.
Fucking homeowners association. Fuck you all. Install a radio tower in my backyard.
Like policing who comes and goes out of the pool.
Yeah.
My father-in-law was the president of his homeowners association.
Oh boy.
And he would his house was like in view side of the pool. He would just sit there and stare like who's there and like whether or not he noticed them or not. And if he didn't know them, he'd call. Like, does anybody know them? I'm like, man, if you don't let the kids fucking swim,
something better to do, old man.
No, he has a great passion from enforcing the rules, much like Hayley.
God.
You're not allowed to smoke in front of the door,
bro. Survival, bro.
But yeah, he used to do that.
That's
because I used to let people in, and he was like, "You can't do that.
Just let the kids swim, man. Who fucking cares?
Swim. Nobody's using the pool. Leave it alone.
Who cares?
Who are they hurting? You're keeping them out of trouble. They're swimming.
Who cares if I make the fucking siding on my house purple? Who fucking cares?
You're driving down my property value, bro.
Now, hang on. If you've never driven through some of the neighborhoods of purple houses, like I've been to neighborhoods of purple houses, and I'd care. If I live there, I'd fucking care. If my neighbor painted his house purple, we'd have a talk. What the fuck are you doing, man?
I just pulled a random color up my ass, okay?
Well,
what if I painted
that's the wrong color.
my side?
That's the wrong color for the house. You picked the wrong color.
Okay, what if I painted my side panels red? What about that? Who cares?
What color red? What color red?
Yeah,
like barn
red.
Red?
Talking brick red,
burgundy,
cherry red,
poor red,
burgundy.
Yeah.
Jesus! Wow.
I should not.
I like how I went
poor red.
You're right, Joe. I'm gonna bun her again. Okay, every time the orange gets brought up, like there's gonna be retroactive reparations are gonna have to be paid.
Yeah,
that is
about time some white person plays it.
Orange Kool-Aid.
No,
you know it's like the orange Skittle. Nobody eats that shit.
No, throw those away.
The yellow.
Throw them at people.
Yeah, yellow. Yellow. Get that out of here.
Yeah, always eat the green, the red, and the purple first. And then you're like, I guess I'll eat that shit. Like if you're still hungry, if you still want Skittles, you're like, okay.
Well, eat these yellow ones. Maybe this orange one.
They should just make like a red and purple pack.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
The good stuff. Like charge us more. Like nobody wants to eat the other flavors.
Orange and yellow.
Ugh. Former EA staff at Play-by-Play Studios have revealed The Run got next. The spiritual successor to NBA Street launches next year on consoles and PC.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, get that shit the fuck out of here.
A little art, it looked neat, but no gameplay. It's just too hard to judge right now. Who knows?
Yeah,
I saw Dev's reaction to it.
Fuck that trailer. That should look like trash.
That's early.
Wow.
You can't just judge it.
No. I'm judging. Cinematic. I'm judging the whole hell out of it. All right. Nothing about that has any of the soul of Street Ball. It can go.
How do you know? These people made it. How do you know?
Yeah.
Based on their game, they made it. They put out the soul. Nothing about
They're the
that
soul
is
of NBA Street.
No,
they made it. It's their game.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
They're
Have you heard? And Delvin, This is for your Steam Deck. Have you heard of a game called Full Court Heroes?
No, I haven't.
Somebody's making it's like a retro bowl for basketball. It's a 16-bit basketball game.
Oh, that could be cool.
There's a demo on Steam. They just released this week. I downloaded it. I haven't got a chance to play it yet. Go download the demo. We talk about it next week.
Okay.
What is it called? Heroes. Full Court Heroes. It's got like I think they call like the Celtics are like called the Clovers. It's like the retro bowl thing. Like it's all the same things, fuckers. But they all alter the names and everything so they don't get sued. So it looks fun. I was, because like if you've got a portable system, especially, you don't want to be installing like 130 gigs of 2K. Like it'd be nice to have a smaller basketball game.
Oh, this looks cool.
I thought so. Yeah, I thought so.
God, I hate the both of you.
What don't you hate? You hate everything.
I hate a lot of things.
You hate most things.
This is true.
Right? So yeah,
this is
like
true.
so if you're like I hate it, that makes me think we're doing something right.
Yeah, you guys will love it.
We're on the right path. Yeah.
Wow, they just like literally took the Boston Celtics logo and just made it like just changed the name.
I'm excited. I hope it's good. I hope the game is good. Shadows of the Dam Hella Remastered releases October 31st. It's just $25.
It's a good deal.
Which is incredible. I was 100% expecting to buy two $60 copies of this game.
That's
and now I get two copies for $50 total.
But I was expecting to buy
if you pre-order, you get to play it 3 days early.
I'm pre-ordered.
Yeah.
By the way, that is absolutely the new thing that's going to be standard for all pre-orders, is playing like early.
Makes sense.
That works for me.
I think they should do that I think whenever the review embargo is up, they should have an early access for anybody that wants to buy it. If you've got the money,
buy it right then and there.
Buy early access. Like, yeah, you want to have a review? You're doing a YouTube channel, you want to be early? Give us $100.
Yep. I'd do it.
I think it's I've said that for years. I think it's genius. Early access. Yeah, it's no different than like movies, like movie theater. You want to see it first? You want it it's going to be fucking $50. Yep. Like that's just going to be.
I do that all the time.
If you wait a month, you can get it for $20 all right on your TV. And if you wait a few more months, it's $5.99. I think that makes sense.
Yep.
I'd rather them do that than do microtransactions and battle passes and shit for everything. The problem is that they're going to do both.
I know they're absolutely going to do both. Like,
just gonna
we know damn well I'm buying the Ultimate Edition of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I'm still going to buy microtransaction cosmetics because they look
not a fan.
Cool.
The box, not the fan though. You cut me off at the box fan. You're like, it's way too much money.
I don't.
That's what you told me. Your response wasn't like, nah, I don't need to spend money on that. You were like, have you priced box fans here in Canada? She's like, but I'm getting the Ultimate stupid edition of Shadows.
Yep. And $500 worth of microtransactions.
Hey man, the fan is just white noise for my autistic.
It's not white noise. It's the opposite of that.
It's air. So it is white noise.
Sounds like a slasher film. Your fan is named Michael Myers. like
good. Maybe he can kill me.
It's a psycho over there. What?
Yeah.
Good. My door is unlocked, Michael. Come get it.
I wrote this down as a leak. It's been official today, but this leaked out earlier this week. The Modern Warfare 3 has hit Game Pass.
Yeah.
So Call of Duty has officially hit Game Pass. I will download it and play it. It's very exciting. And then in that same leak for Modern Warfare, Valorant is expected to drop this Friday.
That's cool.
I didn't finish it because of all the bugs. I turned it back in, so I've played 70% of the campaign.
By the way, as far as I know, they have not fixed the campaign bugs.
Great.
So
even
good
better.
luck.
I thought the experience was much better on console. Hopefully, I won't be stuck in the damn launcher loop. So I'm just gonna download it to the Xbox. I'll probably kick it.
Do you have to download BattleNet to get it?
I'm gonna play it on Xbox.
Okay.
On PC, yes, you have to download the. Yeah,
I'm gonna play it on Xbox. And there's new talk of the PlayStation 5 Pro this week. With the launch of the No Man's Sky update, Worlds 1, Data Miners has found a SKU and a graphics preset for codename Trinity, the long-rumored codename for the PlayStation 5 Pro. So that happened earlier this week. So that's a real tangible evidence that they are already building optimizations for it. And Digital Foundry talked about it, and in their little talk, because I listened to the clip, they said that what they've been hearing separately from this report lines up with that. So folks are still expecting the PlayStation 5 Pro. They're still expecting it to release this fall. Digital Foundry said that, and look, you can't take too much from like No Man's Sky because that's just one game.
No, yeah.
But Digital Foundry said that like the resolution in this preset versus the standard PlayStation 5 Pro, I think it goes from like a 0.6 to a 0.8. So roughly 20% resolution boost is like what No Man's Sky is doing with this. But it's not out yet. So like there's still time to change.
No. I expect the reveal of the Pro to be at Tokyo Game Show, since Sony is actually presenting there for the first time in 5 years.
When is that?
September.
Yeah, well, that lines up.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. Digital Foundry was talking about like, would they talk about this with like Astrobot or something? I don't think we'll hear about this until after Astro comes out.
Yeah.
I think the reason we haven't heard about it yet is they're trying to sell however many they have with what they have. I think they're going to announce a new game. It won't come out with the console, but I think they're going to show it off next to a game we haven't seen before. I think they're going to have a first-party game, and they're going to be like, this is what we can do with this.
Yeah, so Tokyo Game Show is the last weekend of September. So, yes, it's definitely after Astrobot. So
that makes sense. That lines up then.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they may show off Last of Us 2 remastered again and be like, we're getting another update. But yeah, I have the sense that they don't have another release lined up, right? Like a big release. So I
they have one till dawn.
They may be saving a game to announce alongside this marketing beat for like to get attention. Maybe they've got a game and they're like, I could see Mark Cerny coming out and be like, it's Knack 5.5, and here's what we can do with Knack now.
We skipped the last 2.5 games.
Yeah. So I don't know. That'd be my guess, but people are still expecting it. It's still on the way. So if you want the latest and greatest in console gaming, just hold on. And that's the news.
All right. Moving into our Rude Day segment, we have a scoring update. Everyone got the underwrite on Flintlock as it got a 71. So that leaves and Donnie and I got the overwrite on college football as it comes in at an 86, which is now an 88. So the score is Donnie 34. Me and Delvin are tied up at 28. Yeah, fuck you, Donnie. So right now we have an over-under 86.5 for Astrobot. Astrobot Rescue Mission VR received a 90, and Astro's Playroom was an 83. What say you, Donnie?
Taking the over.
Over an 86.5? All right. Okay. Hayley, what you got?
I'll take the over.
Okay. Delvin, are you going to also take the over?
I'll take the under.
I, too, am taking the under.
Counter picks.
Yeah.
Smart.
I feel like it's going to be an 85. Something about it. Like 85.
Totally could be.
All right.
I think this is a legit Game of the Year contender. Yeah, and I think in a year of few first-party releases, I think it's going to get that bump. I think people are going to go nuts for it.
Yeah.
And I mean, also, I still think the Astrobot is still one of the best games on the PlayStation already, as is. So I think this is just going to be even more and better than that. So,
out of spite, I wanted to just flop. I wanted to fail. Just out of pure spite.
Wow.
Fuck Astrobot. Go to hell. Take a long walk off a short bridge.
Jesus.
Did nothing to you. It's a great game. It's full of packs of nostalgia.
No.
All the secret symbols.
That's plenty.
Oh, it's so good.
No, thank you.
There's a stupid PlayStation like handheld thing that was in the game, like a little PlayStation Neopet. I didn't even know that existed.
PlayStation Labo.
Yeah. No, but they had like a little Dreamcast thing.
I know what you're talking about.
I didn't even know that was a real thing.
The Labo area, yes. Yeah.
So, yeah. What a great game.
Yeah, no. Anyway, nostalgia. Moving on. We have the over-under for 83.5 for Stalker 2, The Heart of Chernobyl. The first Stalker got an 85. Danny?
That's a harder one to pick. I want to believe, right? But my mind is telling me no. So I'm going to take the under.
I was going to sing something, but that man
hit him. Yeah, I was waiting for it. You didn't back me up.
Nope.
No,
where's my backup singers?
He's canceled. We don't do that around
Can't
here.
Do it. Can't do it.
Nope. Because I also, my mind was going. I'm like, no.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Not doing that. Not doing that.
Yeah, I'm going to take the under.
I will also take the under.
I was going to take the under anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, same. No faith. We have passed a no faith vote of this game.
Yes.
None.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. Will Donnie and Delvin, or will Donnie just continue to trounce us, or will me and Delvin actually catch up? Who the hell knows? Yeah, I don't think catching up. I think Donnie's running away with this one. Damn, and Rude Days tried so hard to help you, Delvin. He really
gave him every advantage.
Tried so hard.
I mean, he rigged it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Fake news, fake electors, all that shit. He pulled every stop that he could.
See, it's my fault.
It is your fault.
So
I should have.
I don't think that's going to factor into reviews at all.
Huh?
John 32.
Oh.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You might want to clarify.
She's reading the chat and we're just talking. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't.
It took me a minute.
Think,
what?
I don't think that's going to factor into reviews at all.
Yeah.
So for our audio listeners, John said they may get empathy from critics due to current events.
Yeah,
I don't think so, Tim.
I think it could. I think there'll be. I think in several reviews it'll at least be acknowledged. But I'm going off of there was hands-on at Summer Games Fest with this, and the people that were hands-on with it didn't come away with like the most glowing things to say. Yeah. So, but it's still not out yet, so they got time, but we'll see. I'm just not. I think it's going to be a really pretty game. I just don't know if how much more it's going to be than that, but like visually it looks incredible. But it sounds like the performance side wasn't great at the time that they showed it. So hopefully it's not Hellblade, but I was going to say I'm too high for this. Well, the vampire game.
Which one?
The Bite Back edition. I can see it.
Oh,
Redfall.
Hellblade.
Redfall. I got there.
You made it. Well, that does it for the Rude Day segment. Time for the 4 questions we have because listeners, you failed us. You gave us nothing. We asked you for questions on Twitter. We asked you for questions in the Discord, and you gave us nothing.
You failed.
Yeah.
You failed.
So this is going to be a short show because of you. You only have yourselves
only 2 hours. Yeah.
So our first question comes from Free to Play Joe. He says, what do you think about the recent Assassin's Creed Shadow situation? Would misrepresentation or historical inaccuracy cause you to not buy a video game?
No.
To that I say, what the hell do I care about historical accuracy when I'm playing a video game?
Also, let me point out the controversy is this is the same shit started by the people who went after SBI, so it's all nonsense. Just pointing that out. You do. Because
I don't know what it means either. I didn't know what it was until Joe asked the question. But I did a quick Google and it seems like they used a flag that wasn't real in the game or something. It was what I got.
That is real. The other stuff, like what they posted on Twitter this morning, is just capitulating to the same people who targeted me earlier this year. So that's not an actual controversy. The controversy is a bunch of Canadians, and I do mean Canadians, literally, not like Sean or myself or Court, but others, pretending to be
Canadian.
There's a reason I'm separating myself, because I don't portray myself as a Japanese person on Twitter who then translates my text into Japanese kanji and pretends to be mad on Twitter about a black man.
Is this like those white people that pretend they're black on Twitter?
That part. What? Mm-hmm. Yes. And then forget to switch out of the burner account.
Yes. Oh, yes. This is why I separated Sean, myself, and Court out of this, because we're not fucking doing that.
Okay, well, I'm glad you gave context, because to a listener, you were like, so these Canadians, and by Canadians, I don't mean myself and Sean, like, I was like, y'all are Canadians.
So
they're not like us.
The controversy is a bunch of people pretending to be Japanese on Twitter getting angry.
We got it the first time.
Yeah. We got it now.
But, Court might be. Okay. Man.
I'm not responding to that.
No, there's no controversy with Assassin's Creed. And also, my favorite
I don't know anything about any of that. I just thought it was a flag. They used the flag the wrong way.
My favorite thing about this is that, like, these people pretending to be Japanese sent it to the Japanese government, who was like, can I remind you that we don't care about a fictional video game and this is not our purview? Stop.
Yeah, I mean, if the game wasn't meant to be historically accurate, then who gives a shit? I mean,
exactly.
Assassin's Creed has never been historically accurate, ever.
You fight the Pope with a magic weapon in Assassin's Creed!
That's a weird thing. It reminds me sort of, this is kind of the shit that Far Cry gets a lot.
Yeah.
Like every time Far Cry has like any like real life people or even facsimiles of real life people, they're like, did you hire nothing but developers from this country? It's like, no, of course they did. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But I also wasn't that deep into it. Like, to be honest with you, I don't give a shit. I'm playing Assassin's Creed because it looks fun to play. Like,
exactly. But also, historical accuracy in a game where you turn invisible, fight the Pope with a magic weapon? Like, what? Who cares?
I'm here for that damn spiked bat.
Oh, yeah. That thing looks cool.
Yeah, I'm about to tear up some ninjas or samurai or something. Whoever they are. Whoever the bad guys are, about to get this bat. So.
Yeah. The controversy is made up and stupid and nobody really cares.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody does. Yeah, I don't really think it does. I wish like maybe the companies would stop like responding to everything on Twitter.
That would be great.
That would help.
Twitter. Like, just quit. Who gives a shit? So 13,000 people are mad on Twitter. Like, nobody cares. Nobody knows.
The response should be, if you don't like it, don't play our game.
Don't buy
and leave it at that.
Yeah. We support you to vote with your wallet.
Yeah, please, vote with your wallet. Because we don't care. We're going to make the game that we made.
The 10 million other of us are going to buy that game.
Exactly. So no. I could care less about historical inaccuracy because I'm not buying it for that in any reason. No, don't care. Don't care about this controversy. Oh, Yarden.
Oh, boy.
He wants to know who will win the North Dakota State versus Colorado game. North Dakota State is an 8.5 underdog, and analysts predict that either a very close game or Colorado blows them out. North Dakota's defense is apparently very good, and their O-line has pro-caliber talent, and Colorado has brought over 40 transfers this offseason.
What do you think, Delvin? What's your analysis on the football game?
I think if the O-line holds position and the quarterback throws the ball in the third quarter, we can get some action.
I think, one, I don't think North Dakota's line is that good. I think that's the problem. So I would take, as much as I would love to pick North Dakota, because I do like generally root for that school. I like what they've done. They've been their program has been hurt. Every good coach that's come through there for like the last 8 years, they've all had to take other jobs. They've all left. So they've just had like a revolving door of coaches.
Have been McDonald's.
And they weren't very good last year. It was a down year for them. I think they lost like 4 games last year. That's not a good year for them. And, Colorado wasn't good either, but they are a D1 program, which means they probably have 40 kids better than most of the kids on North Dakota. So I would take Colorado. Interested to see where Colorado is because they weren't very good last year. And let's see how. It's interesting an idea of like we're just going to turn over half of our team every year. That's an interesting, like, I think everybody kind of wants to see, like, does that work? Like, can you actually, like, does team chemistry not matter at all? You can just you sucked. So here's a whole new offense. We just put in a brand new team this year. I don't know, but I would pick Colorado.
I legit thought he was just like joking about some team he made in college football. I was like, North Dakota. Nobody's paying attention.
No, they're a real thing.
No,
they are. It's actually a great story. They're like Division II powerhouses. They've got like 15 national titles.
Yeah.
And you know Carson Wentz?
Absolutely the fuck not.
You do. He's from
North. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm talking about the North Dakota thing. I don't. No.
And your guy, the guy that the Niners took, like number 3 or 4 overall, Trey Lance, he's North Dakota State.
That's not my guy. He's a Cowboy. Fuck him.
Well, he is now, right? Didn't you guys draft him?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Once you go to them, you no longer
exist. Like me when I left the tent place.
Yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind. D-Life says, what are the chances the Dream Team this year gets gold? They didn't look too convincing, most of the teams they played in the show. Did you see them?
Well,
Did you see any of those games? Did you see them against Sudan?
Because the Dream Team is not in the U.S. game. That is not the Dream Team. That is the U.S. basketball team.
This is the U.S. Dream Team. This is the new. No, this would be the modern version of it.
That is not.
They kind of have everybody they wanted. Like, who else? Who's missing? Like, who would you put on it?
I mean, we can't call them the Dream Team is what I think Delvin is getting at. The Dream Team is Jordan and them. This is just some other team. It's just the USA
some other team.
They don't deserve to be called the Dream Team. All right? They don't get that kind of
team. Their path to gold will be a hell of a lot harder than anything the Dream Team actually faced.
Oh, I agree with that, but they still don't get that connotation. They don't get that naming convention.
Because the Dream Team was playing like those, they might as well have been playing colleges. That shit wasn't even remotely close to being
They're playing like butchers.
This team is playing legit other NBA professionals. Yeah,
I think I saw a stat where they're playing 81 different players that are actually in the NBA, where the Dream Team only faced like 6.
And those 6 were like not on the same team. They were like all individually on one team. Mm-hmm. It was like one player and a bunch of dudes that probably weren't even professional basketball play, like people they got at LA Fitness in Austria. Like, hey, you want to play basketball?
I don't know if you guys remember this, but do you remember when the Dream Team played against Tony Kukoc's team, and that was like a big deal? And he was the only motherfucker on the team.
He was the star. The star of the entire country was Tony Kukoc.
That was the player. Like, this might get the Dream Team some trouble. Like, dude, Tony Kukoc.
Dude, I was surprised to see Sudan did have America on the ropes for a moment.
They did.
That was close. But I tried saying this last time with FIBA. The FIBA game is different, and too many people think that it's not. The FIBA game, you're allowed to pack the paint. You're allowed to sit under the rim, but you're not allowed to do the NBA. So in Euro basketball rules, a lot of the game is like putbacks and tip-ins is a lot of points. It's big. They pack the paint. It's more like rugby basketball. You know, that's not just an us thing. Team Canada is the same way. Any team that has a lot of NBA players, that's not their style. They're not going to play like that.
Yeah.
And I think that gives us trouble, and I think we'll be in close games. But we've got more than enough talent to pull them out. We should win.
I think so. I think we're gonna win.
Serbia's tough. France is tough. I think Canada can put up a really good fight. You know, like
hey man, as long as
Germany. Germany's really good. Germany's really.
As long as they're not pulling that stunt the fucking Canadian soccer team pulled on New Zealand the other day.
What?
Oh, did you guys not hear about this?
It's soccer, so no.
She's like, okay. Did I catch the news?
Anyways, the Canadian soccer team has been fined, and 3 of their coaches have been sent home for using a drone to spy on the New Zealand soccer team, to watch their moves and
practice?
learn them via.
I'm with John 32. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I think that's totally fine.
Yeah,
goddamn right.
Because here's the thing: like we can watch game film. Like this is
like different. You can see the plays. You can have the whole playbook. It's a matter, can you stop it from happening?
Right.
Point.
Well, yeah.
Here, I'll give you the film. Yeah. Stop it.
Either way, they sent 3 of the coaches home, and the head coach has to sit out the first game. So,
another question for America is that Durant is still on the roster and he ain't played a minute.
He hasn't?
Nope.
Wow.
He has not played. So, like, I don't know if it's like, if he's like not super healthy and he's like trying to get healthy, or like maybe he's healthy and he's taking it. Apparently he's going to start. So, like, in 2 weeks, is he just like going to play for the first time? Or like, I don't know what's happening over there.
How does that work? Because
I don't know. It's a good question.
There's no chemistry or
because we could use them. Oh yeah,
That's
and
weird.
the Sudan and the Germany game, dude. Germany, Schroeder was killing Halliburton. I don't know how much. I think Halliburton's been like demoted. I think he's been replaced.
I mean, yeah, his minutes went down to like 0. So
yeah, he's been bad. So thank God they got Derek White. I'm excited. I love international basketball. I like international sports, like popular sports that I like to watch, like hockey and basketball. Like so, this is very.
I haven't watched any of it, but I will be watching the ladies instead. I also
wonder how much are the men like really putting in? It's an exhibition. It's early. This isn't. They weren't playing for seeding or groups or anything. This was like a warm up for the like once it tips off. I wonder if they lock in a little more. You know, like do they?
I think they probably will.
Yeah, I think so too.
Team USA doesn't want to lose. They don't want to.
It's an embarrassment to come in second.
Yeah,
like, that's the bar in America. It's an embarrassment to come in. Like the people will trash the shit out of them for a week on the internet if they come in second.
Yes, in basketball, because that's our known sport.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not. I don't want to say we're not particularly good at everything. I think America's generally competitive in a lot of Olympic sports, but like that's the one. That's our
ball
sport.
and football. And football doesn't have Olympic sports. So.
Apparently, it does.
It does.
There's some kind of Olympic football. Yeah,
it was like
and we got killed by Japan or Korea. Japan beat us, right? Yeah, we don't know who plays on that team.
Beat us like
killed us.
Yeah, like an FCS school. Beat us like Colorado will beat North Dakota State. Like beat us like 50-20. So,
yeah.
I remember that commercial, Jess.
I do too.
Yeah.
You don't have to remember it, Jess. You can go on YouTube and look at it.
Kyle the Pug.
Fuck you, Kyle the Pug. I got Rebecca to say it last week, too.
Delay a game.
Good job. Good job.
I was proud of myself.
He wants to know, what is our early Super Bowl prediction for the upcoming NFL season? They really want us to be a sports podcast, is what it feels like.
They just keep asking us for sports questions.
The Chiefs and somebody else.
Right, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Fucking Chiefs in Detroit or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Donnie, you're hoping Detroit. For Cleveland.
Detroit might actually be a good choice.
Not a chance.
No, Detroit is good. Detroit is good. Detroit NFC, right? Legit has a chance, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They almost went last year.
Yep.
Kind of.
We got them. It wasn't.
Yeah. It was close.
Not really.
Close enough.
Not really. I want to say the Niners, but I just don't think. I think we have too much turmoil. I really want us to get there, but I don't know what's happening.
Somebody else than the Chiefs, but
I would love to, but I don't see it happening. I thought for sure they weren't going to make it last year, and somehow they pulled it out.
It's someone else.
I got Ravens, Detroit.
I can see that. I can see that.
That's a good choice.
And that's the thing about the NFL. Like, one person gets injured and it throws everything off.
Let's go the impossible game.
That's not impossible. That's legit. No, that's a possibility.
No, it's not. They're in the same division.
Oh, my bad.
They can't both go. They're in the same division. Not just
they both could go to the Super Bowl, not together. But I can see either. I can see either of them actually making the Super Bowl.
Doesn't matter. Let them go together.
That'd be funny. Let's just pick the best teams and just throw them all in and see who.
I'm looking at VegasInsider.com for whatever that's worth. I have no idea if this is even legit or not.
Clearly legit.
They have the Browns behind, and I check notes. Chargers, the Rams, the Bears, and the Falcons and the Jets.
I mean, they have a
so I'm assuming that this is a shitty. Good. Well, these people don't know what they're talking about. So
That's bad. You don't say. They're behind every other team on the list.
Yeah.
Nobody has any faith in the Browns. It's just the reality.
The Browns.
You see Joe Burrow's hair?
Dude, what the Cody Rhodes happened to Joey over the summer?
What happened? Why did you do that?
Joey went to like summer camp and came back a changed man. You know, like he's that kid that like went on a summer vacation like abroad and came back. You didn't recognize him the next year. Like, yo. I showed my wife that.
Yeah, he went to WrestleMania and said, "That's what I want to do."
He saw Cody.
He said, "You know what? I'm going to finish Cody's story."
The American Nightmare from Cincinnati.
Yes, the Cincinnati Nightmare.
It's time for me to finish my story. Wow.
Yeah. And what's the quarterback for the Panthers?
I don't know.
What's his name? He's just really little, and he looked like a junior high kid walking up to camp. He had a backpack on. He's just really small. He looked like he was legit
freshman move in.
Yeah, showing up for their first day of junior high. It was hilarious.
Hi, sir. I come to play quarterback.
The dorms are. That's when you realize you're old. When you see professionals walk in, and you're like, they're so young.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, what happened?
Yeah,
we used to be the same age.
Not anymore.
Not even close. All right, final question of the night comes from Eddie V. He says, "Do you think Nintendo is the biggest competition in the video game industry? Do some gamers hate the fact that their continued success is the reason why they are the biggest competition?"
No.
I feel like Nintendo's beloved.
Yeah.
They are.
I feel like they're like super beloved. Like they can get away with shit that other companies can't.
It's the privilege of having IP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't have to play by it.
Like Nintendo barely has internet on their system. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's a good question, but I think the premise is flawed because, again, as Delvin said, Nintendo is beloved, and they get away with stuff that, like, none of their games ever go on discount. Ever.
Nope.
That's not true. They do.
I mean, it's not a big discount, but they get discounted.
They frequently do 30% off sales. You can get most first-party Nintendo games like 4 times a year for $40 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
They don't Ubisoft some shit.
No.
But I think Nintendo
nobody Ubisofts their shit.
I think Nintendo looks at everybody else and they're like, yeah, you should stop doing that.
Yeah.
Because they're like you're conditioning everybody to only give you $13. Yeah. Nintendo's like, nah, we want more than that.
Yeah, I don't think Nintendo is necessarily getting away with anything. They're just doing business the same way they always have. There's no need or reason for them to change it.
They also kind of get like they'll do that, like, oh, we're gonna copyright strike your video, and then they people are mad for 2 days, and then they get forgotten.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's their stuff. Do they not own the right to do that?
I think they get away with it. I think they make games that, like, if Sony walked up and like they had like the same thing, and they're like, people would be mad. You know,
yeah,
because they do expect more out of production than that.
Correct.
Not always. Nintendo
do they?
Because
Astrobot.
Nintendo does have Breath of the Wild and stuff like that. Astrobot's actually a significant level up on. We're talking about like Princess Peach, Mario Party 19, it would be a huge hit. Things like that. Nintendo gets away with a lot of that because they fill in all those gaps. You're going to get those filler titles all year long. Going to hit you with remasters. People are mad at the remasters because, like, what was it? Donkey Kong, right?
Yeah.
They're coming out with a remastered Donkey Kong that's $60, but they had the right remaster of Metroid Prime that was $40. But why is it this $40? And it's like, there's a lot of stuff like that. People complain about the price and the type of games, like little 2D platformers being $60 and stuff like that.
But
and they buy it anyway.
NES Championship Remix, whatever that they just released, doesn't even have online. Mike and Jeff are like, don't even have leaderboards. What the fuck are we doing over here?
Jeff's unhinged tweets.
Yeah, he's so bad. Like, he's just broken. This game has really done it to him. And I don't know what to say. Like, I wouldn't say I told you so, but like, how many times are they going to convince you to rebuy Excite Bike again? Like, they've got people by the balls. They just keep finding different ways to sell them the same shit. These people are Nintendo Switch Online subscribers, and they were like, but I need to buy it. It's like, what the fuck? That was one game that the moment they showed it, I was like, I'm out. I just had no interest in that. And
baby.
I feel bad because the folks that did have a lot of interest in it, they don't seem to like it either.
I think my favorite part of like Jeff's unhinged tweets about like no leaderboards for the Nintendo World Championship thing is all the other like gaming enthusiast press being like, this is how you find out you're banned and that there are leaderboards.
I do know that so what the Nintendo World Championships is doing is they have like a weekly event that opens. So they're treating these people like Splatoon. They're like, yo, log your times from Jeff was on the podcast. Jeff was like, so we started the stream at 1 a.m. They played till 5 a.m. because that's when the event was open. They're up in the middle of the night logging times and Excite Bike and shit. What are you guys doing?
Well, boy.
That's crazy.
They're like, I couldn't beat your time on, Metroid Prime, the Escaper or something. Like, I mean, I got it down to 14 seconds.
I am not excited to have to try and beat Grubb on Astrobot speedruns because the man is yeah, I know.
No, you're not going to. He's very good.
I know.
So, yeah, so like Astrobot, like what they showed in that trailer, Astrobot's production wise, probably a significant leg up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe it.
Yeah.
Well, that does it for this episode of Play Some Video Games. Please, everybody go out and get yourself some nut butter.